Hello everyone, the doctor is in, here to show you G1 Metroplex. Very excited about doing this review. This is probably, at least in my top 10 Transformers of all time. This thing is just fantastic. I'm going to get right into it because there's a lot to talk about and there's a lot to show you. Real quickly, I'll do a little 360 of him. There are two versions of this guy. I do have both versions, and the differences are the tires. This one has rubber tires and this one has plastic tires. And the only other difference is if you look at the thighs in here, this one is completely chromed and this one just has a couple of chrome stickers up on top of the thighs there. Features of this guy in robot mode, you can see he's got tons of artillery. He's got the antenna on his head that you can sort of rotate and pretend that they're guns. He's got these guns here, which you can hide away. You just have to get one of the antennas out of the way. You can hide that away there. We also have these two black guns that'll attach to his shoulders. Those will come off. I'll just go ahead and take those off for now. We also have these two big guns. They do have missiles in them, but the springs don't work anymore. So they will lock in, but they don't fire, and I'm okay with that. Well, the first thing I'm going to show you is the battle station mode. It's technically a triple changer. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to take his fists off and collapse the arms on both sides and rotate those forward like so. We're also going to push his head away. So basically push the head down, and it probably, or at least it probably used to just click back down, but I push the button in the back and then let it release it once it's down. That black button is back there to lock the head in place. Fold these front part of the legs out like this, and then fold that up that way, and that's pretty much it for transformation. And it still rolls in this mode, and you can attach his big guns to the legs or the battle station in that mode. You could also attach more guns if you want. You can attach these here and here. There's a couple, like double barrel blaster you can attach there if you wanted to. You can put mini bots on there as well if you wanted to, but that's the battle station mode. For transforming him into city mode, it's probably easiest if you will push this tower or this tower down. This one comes out. We'll collapse the arms and just rotate them. Then what we'll do is you got to rotate them 180 degrees at the waist, and then you're going to open up the legs completely. There we go, like so, and then fold the legs up, and then spread them apart a bit, and you can see sort of taking shape there. Next thing that we'll do is we'll get this one arm, it'll slide back out of the way, and we're going to leave it down, and then we're going to open up the helipad here. You can see that now that's a tower. And now, since the helipad is open, then you can push his head down. Then you can open up this there's a little ramp in here, this little door that opens. You can pull that out and let that sit there like so. And then we can attach this is Slammer here, the tank. You're just going to take off the turret. And then underneath, there's a little white thing. You flip up like that, and this will become a tower that will sit here. Take this tower here and attach it to a peg on his back here. There's also this red piece, which there's 2 tabs will fit into 2 slots here on top of the helipad. Push that in like that, and also this white piece, which will fit basically on top of this thing, like so. You can also attach these guns to these kneecaps, which I'll show you. You can remove these, and these would get lost a lot, but we can just leave them in like so. At least one there. So you can see there's tons of playability here. This is Scamper here, the little car that comes with it. His guns are on top. We'll just take these guns off for now. And then push him in the little ramp. There's a little button on top. You can press the button and he comes rolling out. You can put any mini car, mini bot in there, and I believe it will do the same thing. Yeah. So you got that. You got the helipad, and I have here. This is just Legends Blackout from the movie. You can sit that on there. You can fit any helicopter on there, of small size, of course. And it just has lots. It's basically Autobot City from the movie, and you can set up your mini bots all around. And you got your little repair bays in here, etc. I'm gonna take this off, and you can fold this back up, and then you have Slammer in a tank there. And obviously we have this little car here, Scamper. It's a little sports car, actually transforms into a robot. It's a very simple transformation. You just take the front of the car and fold it down, and there's his little head there. And then those guns that were sitting on top of him are actually his robot arms. You're just gonna take those and post and port. They plug in to each of his arm sockets on either side. And then he also has this little tiny gun there that he can hold. His fists are kind of sideways. They're in this, and you can't turn them. So the post for the gun is actually on the side of the gun. It actually makes it look like he holds it properly. In addition to Scamper, you can take this white piece, which sits on top of this tower. We're going to take this tower here. We're going to take these big guns. We're going to take the missiles out of them. It's tons of pieces. In the back of this this red tower, we can take these big guns, and they will fit post and port into the back there. You need to attach this white piece first to the front. Then you can attach these black guns, the other ones here. They are a right and a left, by the way. They're two different guns. And as you can see, this is 6 gun. It's an additional robot that just basically, it's a bunch of pieces. His name is 6 gun. Go figure, he's got 6 guns. 1, 2. He also has an additional gun that can attach to one of the bigger guns, which basically the guns are his arms and hands. So you can attach that gun there, and he's got additional artillery. So as you can see, there is tons of different things and ways to play with this. Another thing that I didn't mention about the robot mode, and I'll use this here for to show you. I'll set the city aside for a minute. You can attach the aerial bots or the Protectobots to the robot mode into these ports on the side and the shoulders. And also, if you take off the kneecaps into these ports, and it makes it into like a super robot mode. I highly recommend getting any form of him that you possibly can, because I just think that this entire city set and the robot and all the components, it's just you know, I never had this as a kid, but if I did, it would be hands down probably my favorite toy. I hope you enjoyed this review as much as I enjoyed doing it. This is Dr. Prime. Thanks for watching. The doctor is out.